Good afternoon from London, and it's a fresh and cold afternoon here in London. And hello from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, and official delegate of the KFA for the UK, and president of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics of the UK. And today I'm going to speak about the 40th anniversary of the publication of On the Juche idea by Comrade Kim Jong-il, the great leader of the Korean people. And, this goes without saying, this is an important anniversary, an important landmark, as and I'm also going to probably upload a video of the speech I made at our online meeting on the anniversary of the publication of On the Juche idea as well. But I thought I would also give this short talk to the channel. Spring is here. 40 years ago, in the spring of 1982, the great leader Comrade Kim Jong-il published the immortal classic treatise On the Juche idea. This was like a ray of spring sunshine, shining brightly and breaking the gloom of modern revisionism, opportunism, dogmatism and flunkyism to big powers. On the Juche idea was written and published at a time when the damage caused by modern revisionism in the socialist countries, as well as the limitations of classical Marxist-Leninist theories, became obvious. It had long been asserted by some that once the socialist revolution liquidated the exploitation and oppression by capital and established the social ownership of the means of production, distribution and exchange, then everything would be plain sailing and socialism would be built. However, entering the early 1980s, serious trouble occurred in one socialist country, which was led by revisionist leadership. In that country, strikes and disturbances occurred. In other socialist countries, the rate of economic growth fell. Some socialist countries betrayed revolutionary principles by joining the International Monetary Fund. However, in the Far East, one socialist country upheld revolutionary principles and advanced along the road of self-reliance. That country was People's Korea, guided by the great Juche idea and led by the great leader President Kim Il-sung. As the Korean Revolution developed and socialist construction arose, the need arose for the all-round and comprehensive systematization of the Juche idea, which had been first authored by President Kim Il-sung. Comrade Kim Jong-il answered this need by publishing the thesis on the Juche idea, which was originally a paper sent to the National Seminar for the 70th birthday of President Kim Il-sung in March 1982. On the Juche idea is the definitive work on the Juche idea. Rather than give a detailed summary of the work, I would actually recommend people to go and study it themselves. I first read the work in the late 1980s and reread it several times. It is an extremely powerful work, packed full of complex and intense ideas, but is presented in a simple and clear form. Some have sought to make ideology and theory as something mysterious or remote, or that can be only understood by the few. But Comrade Kim Jong-il rejected this approach and presented the Juche idea not only in a systematic form, but in a way that could be understood by all. There are many remarkable things about this work, which is like an encyclopedia of the Juche idea. Time does not allow me to mention all of them. I think the first time I read the work, what caught my attention was the emphasis on the independence stand. Comrade Kim Jong-il considered the independence stand, along with the creative method, as one of the central pillars of the Juche idea. He defined the independence stand thus: the independence stand is a thoroughly revolutionary stand, the working class stand. The working class is the most independent class which struggles to emancipate itself by its own initiative and become the master of its own destiny. The cause of socialism and communism is the historic cause of the working class, aimed at completely realising the independence of the masses of people. Any stands which are contrary to the independent stand are alien to the working class stand, the stand of the popular masses, and they are harmful to the cause of socialism and communism. The idea that the working class is the most independent class captured my attention. Moreover, during the late 1980s, events showed how important taking the independent stand is and how damaging it is to depend on others. Many communists had worshipped the former USSR, oblivious to the fact that it had been revisionist since the late 1950s and early 60s. They saw the USSR as the be-all and end-all of revolutionary communism. However, in the late 1980s, the USSR introduced perestroika and glasnost, which was basically counter-revolution, the destruction of socialism. The rot quickly spread to other socialist countries, which fell down like skittles. The DPRK, however, was not affected by this and held high the red flag of socialism. This was because it had maintained an independent stand in the revolution, according to the basic principles or fundamental principles of the Juche idea. Today, the work on the Juche idea remains as valid as it was when it was first published 40 years ago, in fact even more valid than before. On the Juche idea is a great textbook that gives inspiration, courage and strength to fight imperialism and capitalism. As was once said, study the Juche idea, it will cost nothing but pay in plenty. Thank you for listening. If you're not already a subscriber to our channel, Songun 007, please consider subscribing, and please support the events of the British Group for the Study of the Juche Idea and the Korean Friendship Association of the UK. You can find them on Facebook and Twitter. And also, we have a number of publications that you can buy on lulu.com. Again, thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Have a great day and goodbye.